athletics. With your hosts, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday. We are on location at JR Sports Bar and Grill in Alexander City. We continue our road show here throughout the summer and into the fall. We're excited about that. And Faith, good to see you. We had the podcast this morning, but man, we love our own locations, don't we?
Love coming to our own locations. Everybody is so awesome to us every time we're here. Or anywhere we go, and always looking forward to getting some food after.
No doubt. It's definitely a perk, no question about it. And JR's has unbelievable food. They've been here in Alexander City for 27 plus years now, serving this community and the surrounding communities. And, you know, the first thing you hear about Alex City is like, where do we need to go eat? JR Sports Bar and Grill. So if you have not been here, if you're one of the few that have not, you need to make sure you come on out to JR Sports Bar and Grill. We would love to see you. Got some shirts as long as they last. There's already been some people picking through them over here, Faith. So we do have some Auburn Blitz T-shirts for everybody. We will have those with us everywhere we go throughout the summer. And so if you haven't picked up a T-shirt, here's a great opportunity to come up here to JR's and grab one. We are out of hats. We are totally out of hats. We'll be getting some more hats, I promise. And we got some hats to send to some people that we promised.
Yes, we do. And so we see you, we hear you, we're going to get the order sent in, and then we will get them over to you.
Probably just going to have to put up a little merch store, you know, and kind of keep it on demand there for people. They can just order and have it sent straight there. But we're glad that you want to wear our stuff, and we really, really appreciate it very, very much. But our program brought to you each and every day by Russell Do It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and
Sensagreen for air that's cool and clean. Call them Sensagreen.
We're all up in some cool air here in JR's. It was a little balmy outside as we walked in, a little humid. And tonight, Auburn will be taking on Central Connecticut State in the regional baseball game. I think you're going to head out there.
I am. I think we're going to head out and be in the outfield. Really excited to watch. And this is only my second game of the season this year, so
well, we've kind of been a little busy.
We have, but
where did this season go, by the way?
I literally don't know anymore. So but I'm really excited to get out there and watch and just be surrounded with everybody. So,
well, if you're gonna go to a baseball game, might as well make it a regional game. I mean, again, we'll talk about that game here in just a little bit. We'll talk about the official visitors that are on campus. We'll talk about some SEC news. I mean, I know that's kind of been a topic that you and I have talked about the last few days on the podcast, and, you know, what college football looks like maybe moving forward, what this conference looks like moving forward, what this conference might do along with the Big Ten here in the next few years. Will they jump out of the NCAA and kind of form something else? It kind of really felt like that might be the case with what Greg Sankey said a few times this week. It's always entertaining to have Lane Kiffin on Paul Feinbaum's show and to see them kind of spar at each other. You can tell Lane Kiffin really hates the guy. He just obliges him and gets up there and tries to make fun of him. And because Paul's not really minced any words about him and what he's felt about him. But it's funny how they can kind of coexist. We'll talk about some comments Kirby Smart had, Hugh Freeze, all of them kind of weighing in on the 8-team or the 8-game, 9-game SEC schedule, what the playoffs probably should look like in their opinion, what's going on in the high school world with pay for play. I mean, it's just happening.
Yeah, it's happening, and it's happening fast, and nobody knows how to control any of it. So the question that everybody keeps asking themselves is, what's next?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's next. That's the crazy thing about it. So, yeah, SEC meetings going on, and so we'll see how it works out, see what comes out. And again, look, we're about to be in June, basically, right here on May the 30th. We're heading into June, and then we'll blink. It'll be time for us to go to Atlanta and be at SEC Media Days,
Right.
which is July the 15th. Man, the first part of July, and again, I'm going to let you talk on the show a little bit about who we sat down with this week. We traveled to Parker High School, and you caught up with one of the top players in the state, so I'll let you talk about that here in a minute. But just, looking at the summer and kind of how things are going to play their way out, the first week of July is crazy for people committing.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bunch of people committing the first week and a half of July.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of commitments. There's going to be a lot of commitments, not only in the first week, but also just throughout the out of July and August.
Right.
Everyone's going to want to go ahead and get it out of the way after they've kind of gone on all their visits and everything. And then before their senior season starts, everyone's going to want to go ahead and have a plan of where they're going. And hopefully we'll be covering a few of the
one's committing to Auburn.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I've had a lot of fun going and talking to different recruits right now, and some of them that have already gone on their Auburn OVs or are going to, and just like their thoughts so far have been, we've only heard good things so far.
We have. You really enjoyed this one this past week. We'll save that for a little bit later in the show to kind of discuss. But first on tap, we'll go ahead and get started with Auburn baseball, Faith. And Auburn baseball, again, with a really good season coming into this matchup with Central Connecticut State. Didn't really have the game they wanted against Texas A&M in the SEC tournament. It's a quick exit for them.
Yeah.
Scored 2 runs, hit 2 solo home runs, but Texas A&M had one swing. They had a 3-run homer, and that was the difference in the game. But now all that's in the past. Auburn got a top 4 national seed. First of all, let's talk about that. Guarantees them a host in the Super Regional if they can get through this regional.
Yeah, I think that we've heard everybody say just one game at a time. We've heard that the whole season, especially in those series that we were nervous going into. But I think that applies here too with this weekend, that it's one game at a time and they just have to focus on what they're heading into.
Yeah, I'll let you break down Central Connecticut State here in just a second. But Auburn, if you look at it, being able to host again, what Butch Thompson has done for this program and really building a strong foundation a long time ago. And then you see this as a commonality. I know it's kind of maybe every other year, but Auburn really put together a strong season on the bats of a bunch of freshmen. If you want to look at it, the veterans did well, obviously. Ike Irish, Cooper McMurray. You talked to Cooper McMurray back in April and kind of talked about, what they expected with this season. I don't think anybody really knew what to expect from this baseball team because it was so laden with freshmen. But, man, did they step up and rise up. And again, that, to me, is probably the biggest part of the success. And that's why Auburn was ranked. Let's remind everybody, they were ranked 12th in the preseason in the conference. They ended up finishing in the top 5, which far exceeded the expectations. But you don't know how freshmen are going to react. Obviously, Chase Freilich and all these guys really stepped up above Terrell and played outstanding. And not only at the plate, but defensively. And Chase behind the plate, allowing Ike Irish to get in the outfield, making it more versatile, having both of those guys in the lineup producing. So that was huge. But you can't rest on any of your opponents' faith. In the regional, it's one game can put you in a bad situation. So you don't look at records, you don't look at names. You go, that's an opponent. We just got to go out there and play good. That's kind of what you look at with Central Connecticut State here.
Yeah, they're right now 31-15 overall, 23-7 in their
It's
conference.
pretty dang good.
Yeah. And their top pitchers are Drew Munn, and he's 8-2 and 4.34 for his ERA. And then for top hitters, you got Aiden Redhahn at .458.
He hit 458 on the season. One of the better hitters in the country.
Yeah, clearly. 9 home runs. And next is Chris Brown. He's at .33.
Not the rapper, by the way.
He's at 335.
It could be. I don't know. I don't know. It could be him.
I don't think it is. And he's had 17. But yeah, I mean, it's just when you go and you look at this, their pitchers are.
Well, they're going to start.
Strong.
They're going to start the kid. What's his name?
Vincent.
Yeah, Borges, I believe is how.
Yeah.
What is he? 10-2 on the season.
10-2 and 4.22 ERA. So I mean, he's just. They've got good pitchers, and I mean, I haven't watched a lot of.
Well, nobody's watched any. Let's
yeah.
just be honest. Nobody's watched Central Connecticut State. To be honest, I didn't even know they had a team. I mean. That's what you get in the regional, but you can't get caught up as a player for Auburn going, who is that?
Right.
Because then you look up and this kid gets out on the mound.
And I mean, they're 23-7 in their conference.
Yeah, so
which
it's pretty solid. I mean, it's not the SEC, obviously, but I mean, again, the point is,
should Auburn overlook them?
No. Should Auburn take care of business? Absolutely. Do they need to get the bats going again? Yes. Their next round game, if they get through Central, you don't want to get in the losers bracket because then you start off Saturday morning in an elimination game.
And that's the last thing you should want.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. So you take care of the first game. Then you worry about who your opponent's going to be on Saturday night, either Stetson or NC State. We'll talk about both of those teams here in just a minute as we're getting near to our first break here on the show today. Again, we are live at JR Sports Bar and Grill right here in Alexander City, Alabama. We'd love to see you. They'd love to see you. Just as always, people coming in and like they did last.
It's raining.
And the sun was just out. So, again, this is what we're doing. I think we moved to Seattle, Washington. I think we got transported to Seattle, Washington, and nobody told us. So, it rains every day. So, maybe it won't affect the schedule too much at Auburn today with the regional play, but we are up against our first break. Don't let the rain hold you back. Come out to JR Sports Bar and Grill and get some really good food here this afternoon, or make plans for dinner tonight if you're going to be in Alex City. Don't let the rain put a damper, no pun intended, on your plans for today and tomorrow. All right, up against our first break for TV. Stay tuned. More of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back on the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday. We are on location. As you can tell behind us, we are JR Sports Bar and Grill in Alexander City. The food smells phenomenal. I asked Faith that you want to go ahead and eat before the show or after, and she's like, not really hungry, but now as you sit here and smell everything, you're definitely eating after.
I'm getting hungry.
100%. So we appreciate JR's. We appreciate all of our own locations. Our show is brought to you by Russell Do It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and
Cincy Green, for air that's cool and clean. Call on Cincy Green.
And I tell Wade you do it better than him now. So, and he agrees. By the way, he agrees. So he's in agreement. Talking about baseball, I hope all of you, if you have an opportunity to go out and support. Now, I know there were a very small amount of general admission tickets remaining for the game, or for this weekend, rather, period. So if you didn't get a ticket, maybe you have to find some on StubHub or whatever. But maybe if you were able to secure a reserve seat or just a general admission seat, go out and watch Auburn tonight, take on Central Connecticut State. Really want to get off to a good start, get a win, get in the winner's bracket, try to win this regional so you can host be the first time in school history Auburn would host a super regional.
Right.
Been to a bunch of super regionals, but never have been in a position to host one. I think we were a national seed, I can't remember when it was, several years ago, and we lost our own regional. So it didn't work out. So now that you are, again, a national seed, really want to take advantage of that opportunity. And we will match up with the Conway, South Carolina regional, and that will be Coastal Carolina, Fairfield, East Carolina, and Florida. So if you're a betting person, you're probably betting on Coastal Carolina or Florida coming out of that regional. I'm sick of Florida. I think I've said that all week. It will be probably fate that we end up playing them again in another championship style environment. Florida got us twice in basketball. They got us in track and field last year for the national championship. They knocked us out of the SEC championship in golf. So they've had our number. So I'm sick of that. So I'm ready for that to turn around. But hey, look, let them come on. Bring it on, Florida.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of those ugly colors.
The ugly orange and blue. They're the wrong orange and blue, by the way. That's what we tell all the recruits. I mean, look, we just be honest. You know, they know we're out on the road and we're interviewing these top prospects, and we drop hits. We do.
It's not hard to pick up.
No, it's not hard to pick up. So why don't we start there, kind of shift over to football, OVs. A guy that was in 2 weeks ago on an official visit at Auburn was
Bodney Cleveland. We were just up at Parker High School, and I got to catch up with Bodney. You caught up with Coach Warren, his head coach.
Right.
6A.
Super nice guy.
They were 6A state champs last year, and Bodney was awesome. Big dude. He was huge. But one of the nicest guys ever, literally so awesome. You know, got to ask him what it was like winning a state championship. It was the first time in school history that they got to do that. So that was awesome for them. And he visited, like you said, 2 weeks ago. And when he was talking about his visit, he got to catch up with former teammate Jordan Crawford. And we've seen how much of an impact Jordan has been on the Auburn defense side and just what he's been able to do at his young age. And he said his face lit up when I asked him about that. That was one thing that was really, really, you could tell how excited he was to talk about Jordan Crawford. And he said, man, I didn't even recognize him. He looks so different, just the nutrition plan that he's been on, the weight, exercising kind of things that he's been doing. He was like, he doesn't even look the same. But he said it was great catching up with him and hearing how the coaches worked with Jordan to make him a player that actually goes and sees the field. Like, he's not just somebody that goes in and isn't going to be able to see the field. And I'm not saying that's what Bodney would be, but I'm saying that, you know, from Jordan being young when he was going in and how they put in so much work for him to make it to be on the field, and how much of an impactful player he will be, especially this year, but has been. And it seemed like Bodney was getting exciting. He just seemed more excited about the whole, okay, I can go there and they'll work me into playing and develop me into being a better player. And I just thought that was awesome.
I do too. I think, you know, when he talked about player development and watching and seeing a teammate of his who was really highly touted coming out of high school in Jordan Crawford, and then he goes down there last weekend and sees Jordan Crawford and how he's morphed into a different looking guy, and, you know, get a chance to sit down with somebody you got a relationship with, you know, and he's going to be straight up with you and honest and say, man, this is what we're doing here. This is really gave Bodney a good feel. And, you know, it's not a secret. Bodney Cleveland's a priority for Auburn on the defensive line. They definitely want to get him. I think he's going to Florida this weekend, right? Yeah. Again, there's that nasty word. Every time I turn around, it's Florida this, Florida that. So, but Bodney Cleveland, a massive man. He's not a kid. I know age-wise he's a kid, but he's a massive man. But like you said, just so respectful, a great interview. Everybody stay tuned next week. Faith will have that out next Friday, her sit down with Bodney Cleveland, another one of the top prospects here in the state. I'm blessed to be able to go and video these and help you put these together. But I'm intrigued at the person, you know, and seeing what kind of person these kids are and what matters to them. And, you know, obviously going on to the next level and playing is important, but the other things in their lives that are important, their families, their hobbies, the things that they do. And, you know, Bodney's just a quality kid, you could tell. And Coach Warren talked about him kind of stepping up, taking on that leadership role this year and expecting him to be a more vocal leader on the defensive side. And, man, he is, again, playing with Jordan Crawford. They were a big-time tandem, but they've got some really good players on that Parker team, even though they lost Neem Alford and Jordan Crawford and the kid that went to Tennessee. They have a phenomenal opportunity to be right back in the hunt again for another state championship. But we're up against another break here on the show. Again, We'll stay up live on our stream. We're here live at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Make sure you come out and get some of this awesome food. We're going to do that here in just a little bit, but stay tuned. A lot more to come here on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday, brought to you by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores with 9 locations here in Central Alabama for all your home building supply needs, they've got it. Go check them out. They beat the big box store. They've been with us for a long time. Appreciate Russell Dewitt Center and Building Supply Stores. We also appreciate J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big or too small for them. They'll come out and do residential property up to big, massive commercial size properties. They'll come in and do the site prep work for you and get you ready to build whatever it is that you're going to be working on. And Sensagreen.
For air that's cool and clean, call on Sensagreen.
Saving people what?
Thousands of dollars.
No kidding. Like, how many businesses can say they're saving you thousands of dollars? Not many.
Not many.
So a new install of a carrier unit will get you massive savings. And you know what? The savings keeps coming, because it's going to be better on your power bill.
Right.
So the efficiency of putting in a new unit is going to save you money on your power bill. So you're going to be even happier when you get your power bill and you look and you go, man, that's $100 less than what I used to get.
Right. And
So
are we halfway through our show?
we are halfway through. You picked up on that. You just read my mind.
And that means it's time for Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Guys, my parents are coming to town this weekend.
Every time you say
Every
that.
time. And that means they're going to be stopping by Pepper Tree. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Have you already submitted your order?
Yes.
Okay, I figured you did.
Yeah. So really excited for when they come. And it's going to be so good. They have the best steaks, any cut of meat, truthfully. Steaks, pork. You love their pork chops.
Oh, man, they're ribs, too.
Ribs.
God almighty.
The tiger tails, literally anything.
If you have not tried a tiger tail yet, you are really missing out. by the way.
And then I love
Massive.
their twice baked potatoes. They've got a bunch of stuff that you can just throw from the freezer, let it thaw, and then throw it in the oven, let it cook. Super, super easy. So good. So I love Pepper Tree.
Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine in Auburn on East Glen or at Pepper Tree in Montgomery. So go check them out. A late edition was talking about this in the just on the stream off of TV. Another visitor on an OV, and this is always fluid. Guys coming and going, changing their minds on where they want to go. And Auburn's got a big-time defensive lineman added to this weekend's list. Go check out Christian Clemente's article on 24/7. All of our good friends over there at 24/7, Jason, Christian. Don't know Nathan as well, but definitely know Jason and Christian. They're on our show all the time. Jason will actually be back on with us on Monday to kind of give us an update on everything. Boy, I talked to him yesterday, Faith. He's swamped. I mean, nobody covers Auburn baseball better than Jason.
Right.
Like all the beat writers, everybody, they do a good job. Nobody pours into the baseball program like Jason does. And so if you want all the baseball information, I thought he's got a good article up kind of previewing the regional today. So go check that out as well. But going back to official visitors, Valden Stone coming in from Virginia, originally from Sweden, by the way. So this international flair Auburn's got going on right now. They got Killian Zair's brother, Wilson Zaire, from Germany over here. Now he's in Georgia. He's at Raven Gap, Georgia. But now you got Valden Stone coming in, 6'3", 316-pound defensive lineman, the number 45 player in the country, the number 3 player in the state of Virginia, and the number 4 defensive lineman, Faith, in the country.
That's crazy. That's a big boy.
And it's good that you get a guy to go, hey, I'm changing my plans. I'm going to Auburn.
Right.
So I know Vodney, you talked about him just a minute ago up at Parker, top prospect here, top defensive line prospect in Alabama,
right.
The number 4 player in the state. Talked to him. And then you get this kid in. I think Coach Keene Williams is doing a great job on the defensive line. He's got a really good connection to these guys. I made a point to ask Vodney about that, and he said definitely loves him. Loved Coach Freeze. Face lit up when he talked about Coach Freeze, and it's good to see. And you and I've been around Coach Freeze a bunch too. He's a very likable guy. I mean, he's down to earth, very approachable.
He said he's real funny. I was
He
like,
did. There's no telling what he was telling him and saying, but they like to mix it up, and that's huge. Again, you don't want to feel like your head coach is unapproachable.
Right.
Like, oh, there he is over there. I mean, you want to kind of be enamored a little bit with him.
Right.
But you also want to know that, hey, if I need to go talk to him, I can just walk up to him and talk to him.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was great just seeing how enthusiastic and excited he was talking about his visit from Auburn. And again, we've said that the first one is always kind of, you want it to stand out because then they're going places and they're going to have all those other schools try to outshine the ones that you've already gone and seen. So having him still be so high on Auburn, we told him, we said, remember that when you go to Florida this weekend. Remember how much fun you had and how much you loved it.
Again, that's also a positive of being first. I know everybody wants to be the last one.
Right.
But being first, you kind of set the bar, man. And you go, everything else from here on out, we want to do so well that when you go somewhere else, you go, well, they don't really do it as good here as they do it at Auburn. So hopefully that's going to be the vibe. We're going to talk about some of these guys here in just a minute that are going to be in on OVs. It's a very important weekend for Auburn. Could we see a commitment from somebody this weekend? It's early. You see a lot of guys scheduling a announcement date in July. We'll go through some of those too. We've got a list of guys.
Yeah.
Really here in Alexander City, a very important one coming up in the first week of July. July the 2nd will be Sedarian Morgan. I mean, everybody feels like it'll be between Auburn and Alabama, but he is on an official visit to Georgia this weekend. So he is over in Athens. Hope he gets a bad taste in his mouth about that. Hope he has a great trip, but hope he comes back and goes, that was all right. So
he posted like a live or whatever, and it was
last night. Yeah, I saw
we're live in the chat at Georgia. I was like, ew.
X out of that. So
I was like, I'm not watching that.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
I love Sedarian. Everybody knows I love Sedarian.
I'm going to raise. I'm gonna give him a hard time when I see him next time.
I know you will. I think he's expecting it from you. All right, so we're going to take a break here on TV. We come back, we'll go down this list of official visitors for this weekend and some of our thoughts on what we think might happen this weekend. So stay tuned. More to come here on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Back everyone to the Auburn Blitz here live on location at JR's Sports Bar and Grill. Got a couple segments left for TV, and then we're going to stay up a little bit longer as we are on location. Our summer fall on location tour continues on.
I like that you call it a tour.
It is a tour. We're on tour on Fridays most of the time. Sometimes it's midweek. Last week it was midweek because it was a little bit of a priority for us to be there.
Yeah, it was.
Riley Green. Go check out Face interview with Riley Green. If the camera work sucked, it's my fault, okay?
Oh, he did the best he could.
Yeah, but that one was a little bit of a, like you said, it was kind of a quick, let's go get it done. But so we weren't able to just get everything prepped like we wanted to do it. But Faith pulled it off. She did a great job of finding out. We wanted to know who Riley Green's favorite football team was because he sings about all these different teams and his songs. And
you know what Reese told me? He said he only said that because you were making him say it.
I don't believe that.
I don't either.
He had an Auburn hat on.
Well, he was like, only because he's close to Auburn right now.
I don't believe that.
I don't either.
I really don't think. He kind of went into depth. Go watch the interview. He kind of talked about his granddad being an Alabama fan, but he said he's all Auburn. He said he doesn't even try to hide it anymore. He's like, I used to kind of buzz it, keep people guessing, but he goes, I don't care anymore. So I guess when you get,
I just have a hater.
When you get 40 million listens on Spotify a month, I don't think the hat you wear really is going to really matter. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So anyway, go check that out. All right, talking about some more of these guys. I talked about it. Wayne Henry has already committed to Auburn from St. Francis Academy. His teammate, Jaira Edwards, one of the top safeties in the country, who is a 5-star, will be in with him this weekend now. And Wayne changed his visit to this weekend. He was supposed to visit in a couple weeks, but he changed his visit. So glad to have both those guys in. But Jaira Edwards, 6'2", 205 pounds, the number 3 safety in the country. Everybody wants him. He's got other official visits coming up after Auburn's. He'll go to Alabama, unfortunately, June 6th through the 8th, and then he'll go to Texas A&M the 13th through the 15th, and then Oregon will travel all the way out to Oregon, which, by the way, again, these coaches, like, I think back at the old school coaches like Pat Dye and Bear Bryant and those guys, and watched Dan Lanning jump in the pool with this kid a few weeks ago, the commitment, the 5-star defensive end. 16 days later, he decommits. It's like, dude, you look stupid when you do stuff like that. Like, the gimmicky crap that these coaches will go to get these kids now. And he's sitting at the pool in his underwear, by the way, and says, does all this stuff and has this video produced. And then they get all excited and they jump in the pool and they're holding up the O, let's go. 16 days later, he ain't even committed anymore. Stupid. So,
Tell him.
You look stupid when you do stuff like that. So, anyway, now everybody's like, well, Hugh Freeze jumped in the pool with Perry Thompson. Well, Perry Thompson ended up coming to Auburn. I guess you could say you thought he was stupid too. I'm glad he did stick with Auburn.
Yeah.
But I guess coaches do things. They try to make it fun for the recruits and stuff like that. But it's pie in the face when it doesn't work out. Jira Edwards, though, is probably the highest rated guy in this weekend. Got a couple of guys that are already committed. Like I said, Wayne Henry, Hezekiah Harris. We talked about him.
Yep.
That's going to be somebody you're catching up with soon. We don't know when.
Got to go up and see him soon.
That's going to be we got to make that one count. Got to go all the way to Huntsville.
It's going to be a trip.
It's going to be a
Long
trip.
Day.
So going to catch up with him. And then, of course, a priority. He's been committed since last July. And that edge rusher position.
And he still has, 3 other visits?
Yeah, he's got to go to Tennessee. I'll pull up where he's going to go. He's going to go to Florida, of course, next weekend. Tennessee, and then that's it. So he's got Florida and Tennessee left to go visit. So I think it's important that Auburn really kind of solidifies with him how important he is to this class. I mean, he's been committed, and they've obviously got a good relationship, but nothing's ever for sure until the ink's on the paper.
Yeah, until it's really signed.
So
that's so annoying.
Yeah.
I don't want him to go anywhere else.
Well, I don't think he ends up going anywhere else.
I'm saying on visits.
Oh, yeah, to just shut it down.
Yeah.
I don't want him to go anywhere on that either.
Dylan Purder shut his down.
He sure did, didn't he? He's all LSU. Before we went down there and interviewed, or you interviewed him, we thought all the things that we were reading, he still had an open.
Yeah, I still had an open recruitment.
He shut that down pretty quick.
Yeah, when I asked him, he was like, nope, not going anywhere.
He's like, I'm done. He's like, I'm not taking any more. All right, another commitment for Auburn that'll be in is Parker Pritchett from Columbus, Georgia. Big-time interior offensive lineman, 6'5", 310. His official visits outside Auburn is Florida, Mississippi State, and Georgia. So 2 of your favorites on there.
Ew, that whole list is bad.
Yeah, that's just terrible all the way around. So he has to pick Auburn, right?
Speaking of, let me just give
all right, you get an update? Okay. Love it.
The Georgia baseball game right now in Athens, they're all delayed, so can't keep up with them yet. But Florida got another run in, so it's
what
now
inning is it in?
The top of the 5th. Top of the 5th, 9 to 2.
You were trying to think of 9 to 5 the song, right?
That's exactly
trying
what I was
to work
thinking.
9 to 5.
No.
Who's ever worked 9 to 5? I mean, that's not even a full day.
No.
Well, 8 to 5.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
9 to 5 is.
Yeah, it is, I guess.
It's 8 to 4.
Most everybody starts at 8 o'clock, though. Most people start their day at 8.
We do.
We always do.
Actually earlier, but that's fine.
Yeah, we just get going online at 8. All right. So a couple of commitments, 3 actually, will be in on this visit for Auburn. So going to be catching up with that. And then, of course, Wilson Zaire, the legacy, Killian Zaire, his brother played at Auburn. He's got some official visits after Auburn coming up. They'll go to Wisconsin, Michigan, and Alabama. So he's going to be on the northern tour outside of Alabama at the end of the month. So again, hopefully Auburn with that connection there, big kid, 6'6", 280 pounds, big offensive tackle. So a couple of really key offensive line targets coming in on this particular visit for Auburn. All right, going to take the final break here on the show for TV. Stay tuned. One final segment coming up right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Better buildings, better prices, better buildings of Columbus.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
Everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment here on the show for TV. We're glad that you joined us. Again, want to thank JR Sports Bar and Grill here in Alexander City for allowing us to come in and do the show. from here. Great crowd down there for lunch, as always. The food's outstanding. Come out and check them out. I mean, chicken fingers, wings, quesadillas, burgers, salads. They got it all. Po' boys. I mean, you can't go wrong with anything on the menu. Come check out JR Sports Bar and Grill. Again, thanks to Russell Do It Center and Building Supply Stores, J. Smith Construction and Excavation, and
Sensi Green for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensi Green.
it's pretty cool in here right now.
It is. It's cold.
Yeah, you're freezing. You would think it would be like middle of January if you looked at Faith over here right now. All right, so official visitors, a couple of more, and one that we've talked to death, but it's worthy of the discussion is Landon Duckworth.
Yeah, just being the only quarterback that we're pursuing in the 2026 class is just.
Well, Travis Burgess kind of broke news of last week committing to North Carolina. He was supposed to be in on this visit. We were all interested to see kind of how that was going to work out with both of those guys being here. Ain't got to worry about it now.
Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were saying stuff. Okay, I don't know. This is kind of off topic, but they were talking about Deuce and just how he's hopefully going to be able to converse with Landon and show him, hey, this is like where I am at in developing.
Sure.
And how, I've got a few things to work on, but this spring has given me a lot of reps and practice of when I need to release the ball, how I can, stay in the pocket and do all this kind of stuff. So that was encouraging to hear yesterday too, just about that, and hopefully again that he's going to be relaying that to Landon.
I think that's probably one of the biggest things that doesn't get discussed a lot about official visits is the conversations with the existing players and the recruits, and really sitting down with them and how conversational they are. What do they feel like they can build a relationship with? I mean, especially with quarterbacks.
Yep.
Is that a guy they look like they could get along with and work together with in a quarterback room?
Well, and can they take the authority and the initiative and be the director of the offense as a quarterback? I think Deuce has shown those leadership skills and stuff through spring, and we saw a lot of that, and I think that'll be something that Landon hopefully will be able to see and be able to also produce himself too with those leadership skills.
You got Ole Miss and South Carolina that really are the two that most people feel like are the leaders for him, but a lot of that could change this weekend. I'm going to be interested to hear what Jason says on Monday about. And I know he'll probably have a chance to sit down and catch up with him. I mean, you and I'll be heading to Jackson High School in a few weeks to catch up with Landon and Kean and Xavier. I know a lot of people are putting their crystal ball in for Xavier to go to Alabama now. So
let's go see him before.
Yeah, June the 26th, I think, is when he's.
Oh, we're going June 25th.
Right before. So, but again, a very talented football team down there. Again, Cedarian Morgan, July the 2nd. You've got Marquez Daniels at Booker T. Washington,
5th.
July 5th or 6th. I think maybe 6th.
Oh, maybe it's 6th. And then
Bodney.
July 4th.
And then you've got, there was one more.
You think Jaquez is doing it this week?
Yeah, we even talked about Jaquez. Now, we've talked about Jaquez
a lot
the last couple of weeks. I know you interviewed him. That interview's out. Real quick, before we go off, kind of changing the subject real quick, preview your On the Front Row here that's coming up.
Yes, okay.
Today.
My episode of On the Front Row with Faith with Maka Charamba is coming out today at 2 o'clock. Maka was awesome. He was so much fun to talk to, and we talked a lot today about international athletes, and he's one of them. He's from Zimbabwe, and you get to hear his whole story about how he made it over to the States, who was pursuing him to come over. He just set a national record in the United States for the 200 meter at 19 seconds, 0.92. And it's 4th in the world. So that's a crazy record to have an Auburn athlete hold. He just did that 2 weeks ago at SEC's. That'll be out at 2. He was so awesome. Like, get to hear all the different kind of connections he made and why he came to the States too. He played rugby. He was going to go play rugby somewhere. So yeah, just go listen to that. It was so much fun talking to him.
One of your great interviews with Auburn athletes. It's going to be out at 2:00, so go check it out right here on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, please go do that as we close out the TV side. Again, we will be back with you next week, as always, at noon for the Auburn Blitz. But Auburn Blitz podcast every day at 8:00 in the morning. Faith and I'll be back with you there as well. And looking forward to have Jason Caldwell with us there on the show. That's going to wrap it up for TV. Stay tuned. Everybody, we'll be back with you next week for more of the Auburn Blitz. For Faith, I'm Brett saying we've enjoyed it. We hope you have. See you.